Young Dolph's death shocked everyone, but things have now taken an even wilder turn. New bodycam footage from that day has been leaked, giving a completely new view of what really happened. Do you remember when the shooter admitted to the crime?
We glad, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through glad.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
Young Dolph's death deeply affected everyone, and now things have become even more emotional after new bodycam and security footage from that day surfaced online. The tragic event took place on November 17, 2021, in Memphis, Tennessee. That morning, Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., better known as Young Dolph, stopped by Makeda's homemade butter cookies, one of his favorite local shops. What should have been a normal day turned into a heartbreaking moment in rap history when the 36-year-old artist was shot and killed in broad daylight. The newly shared footage, which was shown during the September 2024 murder trial, captures Dolph's final moments, talking on his phone and chatting with an employee before the attack. Moments later, two gunmen jumped out of a white Mercedes and fired several shots through the window, hitting Dolph 22 times, according to the autopsy. The scene quickly turned chaotic as crowds gathered, mourning and expressing grief and anger. Fans soon built a memorial outside the cookie shop with flowers, balloons, candles, and stuffed animals. Even Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland commented on the tragedy, calling it a painful reminder of the impact of violent crime. Investigators later identified several suspects. Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith were charged as the shooters, Hernandez Govan was accused of organizing the hit, and Jamarcus Johnson, Justin's half-brother, was charged as an accessory. During the 2024 trial, prosecutors made a shocking claim that Anthony "Big Juke" Mims, Yo Gotti's late brother and a senior member of his CMG label, had allegedly offered $100,000 to have Young Dolph killed. This claim linked the murder to the long-running rivalry between Dolph's paper route empire and Yo Gotti's CMG. The tension between the two sides reportedly began in 2016 after Dolph released King of Memphis, which some thought disrespected Yo Gotti. The feud escalated over the years with diss tracks and multiple shootings. In 2017, Dolph's car was shot over 100 times in Charlotte, and later that year he was shot again in Los Angeles. Although Yo Gotti was initially questioned, he was eventually cleared. Big Juke's alleged involvement has remained controversial, especially since he was killed in early 2023, leaving many questions unanswered. The case continues to stir debate and speculation about who was truly behind Young Dolph's murder.
I don't want to talk about it really. I put a $100,000. You know what I'm saying? It like, if I talk about it and address anything about it, it'll be my last time even talking about it, period, because I'm sick of it. Because the whole situation is lame. Like the group of people, everything is. It's not even.
Dolph once shared a story about his first meeting with Yo Gotti, saying that Gotti had tried to sign him but ended up talking badly about one of his own artists during the conversation.
We're around now. Man tell me, he sent everybody out the studio, like, let me holler at Dolph. Like, man, you got your own everything, bro. You popping, like, but you got the money, you got your team, you got this, you got that. Like, bro, I'm telling you, we can do this, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't like Zilla. I ain't gotta hold your hand.
As rumors about the murder being linked to the long-running feud continued to spread, the court case revealed solid evidence about the actual shooters. During the 2024 trial, Cornelius Smith, one of the accused gunmen, testified that he and Justin Johnson were the ones who killed Young Dolph. He said they were each promised $40,000 for the hit, but he only ended up receiving $800. In his video-recorded testimony, Smith pointed himself and Johnson out in the security footage, admitting to their involvement in the shooting.
Got killed. You and Dolph, how well did you know each other? Assassinated. How well did you two know each other?
Damn, I don't want to tear up. It's just like, you know, me and Drama Boy have a really close.
When asked to describe the moment of the shooting, Smith spoke about it in a cold and emotionless way, as if it were just another task.
I'm gonna back up. I might want to, back up a little bit. All right. First guy out of the car, who's that?
It's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the new Draco stairs.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Smith's testimony revealed just how planned and deliberate the attack was, showing that the hit was carried out with the clear intention of killing Young Dolph. His murder sent shockwaves through the rap world and hit Memphis especially hard, as Dolph wasn't only a successful rapper but also a loved and respected figure in his community. Fellow Memphis artist Gangsta Boo shared her emotional reaction to his death during an interview.
That's how I know him. His rise, it was just, I've never seen nothing like that before.
Well, especially independent the whole time.
She went on to talk about how much she admired Dolph for his independence and the way he built his career on his own terms.
Dolph, was he able to say anything to y'all, or was he able to run or get away at all?
I shot through the glass, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through the glass.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
Proceed till Justin shoot.
The investigation into Young Dolph's murder moved quickly in the days following the shooting. Memphis police released surveillance images showing two armed suspects jumping out of a white Mercedes-Benz, one carrying a handgun and the other a Draco AK-47 pistol, before running off after the attack. These images, which spread widely online in November 2021, became key evidence in identifying the shooters and building the case. Over the next few years, the case developed into a long and complex legal battle involving several suspects and shocking new details about how the murder was planned and carried out. In total, 4 people were charged in connection with the killing. Justin Johnson, identified as one of the gunmen, was found guilty on September 26, 2024, of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and possession of a handgun by a felon. He was sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after serving 63 years and 3 months. Cornelius Smith, the second shooter seen on the security footage firing into Makeda's cookies, testified in court on September 23, 2024, admitting that he and Johnson were responsible for the murder. Even though he cooperated with prosecutors, Smith is still waiting for his trial and has not yet been sentenced as of April 2025. Hernandez Govan, accused of organizing the hit, had his trial originally scheduled for March 10, 2025, but it was delayed to July 28, 2025, because of scheduling conflicts. This came after Govan turned down a plea deal in December 2024, further extending the legal process. Meanwhile, Jermarcus Johnson, Justin Johnson's half-brother, pleaded guilty in June 2023 to being an accessory after the fact. He was sentenced on November 22, 2024, to 6 years of probation and placed in a diversion program requiring job training and community service. During one of Hernandez Govan's court hearings, the judge gave him a strict warning about the seriousness of the charges and the importance of following his bond conditions. Would you like me to make this version sound more like a documentary narration, for example, with dramatic tone and pacing, or more like a news article?
I don't have to tell you how serious these charges are. I know I don't even have to go back through that, right? I also shouldn't have to remind you that you're out on a bond and the court has put you under some real serious or some real tight stipulations.
Yes, ma'am.
At this point, the court feels like you're playing fast and loose with the court and these.
The judge went on to speak firmly, making it clear that they were not happy about Govan's public appearances while awaiting trial.
Case or not, you're doing interviews, and the court doesn't like the fact that you feel free enough to do interviews. Because what could be happening is that you could be in.
One of the most shocking revelations from the trial was when prosecutors claimed that Anthony "Big Juke" Mims, Yo Gotti's brother and a key member of the music group CMG, had put a $100,000 bounty on Young Dolph's head. According to testimony, Smith and Johnson were promised $40,000 each for carrying out the hit, while Hernandez Govan, the alleged mastermind, was supposed to get $20,000. However, Smith said he only received $800 for his role, far less than promised. This claim suggested the murder wasn't just a random act or robbery, but the result of years of rivalry between two Memphis record labels, Young Dolph's Paper Route Empire and Yo Gotti's CMG. The tension between them had been ongoing, with diss tracks and violent incidents over the years. However, the theory remains controversial, especially since Big Juke was killed in January 2023 and cannot be questioned or tried about these allegations. This leaves parts of the case unresolved and continues to fuel speculation about everyone involved in planning Young Dolph's murder. Recently released trial footage that has gone viral shows Smith identifying himself and Johnson in the security videos, giving a first-hand account of their actions during the shooting. In one chilling moment, Smith described the exact moment he opened fire on Young Dolph. The footage also revealed that.
Did you know that he shot back at y'all?
I ain't noticed until we pulled out. There was a bullet hole in my side window. Oh, I told Jason, man, I'm heat.
The trial revealed that Young Dolph's murder was a carefully planned hit, carried out by people who were paid to kill him, not just a random act of violence or a robbery gone wrong. The evidence showed that the shooters had been following Dolph and knew his movements, choosing to attack him at a place he often visited. The legal process has faced many delays and controversies. Hernandez Govan's trial has been pushed back several times and is now set for July 28, 2025, almost 4 years after the murder. This has raised concerns about how effective the justice system is, and worries that important witnesses or evidence might be lost or weakened over time. Cornelius Smith's cooperation with prosecutors has also caused debate. Some see his testimony against Justin Johnson as snitching, which is heavily frowned upon in certain communities. Even though Smith admitted his part in the shooting, he has not yet been sentenced, suggesting he might have made a deal to testify in exchange for a lighter punishment. The focus on the rivalry between Young Dolph's paper route empire and Yo Gotti's CMG has sparked wider discussions about violence in the rap world, especially between competing labels. This has added more complexity and controversy to an already complicated case. Memphis rapper Key Glock, who was signed to Young Dolph's paper route empire and was close to him, shared his feelings about what happened a year after Dolph's death.
That's kind of what happened with Dolph, where you saw there was just all of a sudden everybody was a Young Dolph fan. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's just a normal thing when death occurs. It's just like, I ain't gonna say it's wrong to show love, but if it ain't genuine, why do it? Like, if it ain't real, like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody know, like I know, like you know, motherfucking fuck bro like that. You know what I'm saying? And me either.
Key Glock also spoke out about the fake love he noticed from people after Dolph's death, pointing out how some showed support only when it was convenient or for appearances.